Hey, I'm Mark.
And I'm Faye.
We're the Grill Dads, and today we're making
no Hassel-Back potatoes au gratin / scallop with some caramelized fennel and onions.
I don't know what that means, but it's gonna be great.
We're gonna use red tuxedo, our Spiceology collab. This is pretty awesome. It's got 3 peppers in it. It's got cayenne, it has Szechuan peppercorns, and crushed red pepper. But we're gonna start out very simply. We gotta have some great fennel. We have some onions. We're gonna start out by caramelizing those onions in the fennel. So Mark's gonna put some butter into a cast iron skillet. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil as well, just to help it along.
In with the fennel?
In with the fennel.
And the onion?
In with the onion.
All right.
Got it. And Mark, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna season this a little bit too, right off the bat. Yeah. You can actually put the rest of the butter right on top when you're ready to. So you just kind of want to watch this. You're gonna put some different types of fat in. You're gonna use 2, go ahead. Yeah, you can put them both in. So we're gonna let them rest on top. So what you wanna do is just kind of like, you don't need to stir it all the time until it starts to get brown on the bottom a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit of red tuxedo, and then the next time Mark stirs this, it'll kind of get incorporated a little easier when the fat melts a little bit in there. Hassel-Backs are where you actually take a potato, like a russet potato, and you cut slits in it, but you don't cut them all the way through. What we've done is actually make it really easy. We're gonna take a mandolin, which you'll see in a second. We just use that to cut about 1/8 inch of the potatoes, and then we arrange them like they look like Hassel-Back potatoes. That's the idea. We're gonna make the base, okay, for our scallop potato, no Hassel-Back scallop potatoes au gratin. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take, we have a 3 cheese blend we're gonna use. We're gonna use Gruyere, we're gonna use cheddar, white cheddar, and parmesan. So you can, by the way, you can experiment with a bunch of different cheeses, but those are the 3 I like in particular. So we're gonna take them, they've already been mixed up here. I'm gonna actually put this in a big bowl, and then I'm gonna add some heavy cream, which is excellent. And then we're gonna take some fresh garlic. This is, I think, 3 or 4 cloves, maybe 3 cloves of garlic, and some fresh thyme. And we're gonna actually put that in here as well. And I'm gonna go ahead, just because I like a little bit of red tuxedo in the mix itself, I'm just gonna put a little bit of red tuxedo right in here. All right, you're gonna whisk it up.
And that red tuxedo starts with kosher salt and pepper.
Exactly.
And it's really hard to oversalt potatoes. So this is really, really awesome.
You got it.
Let me show you guys a little.
All right, so we're gonna take our potatoes that have been completely, perfectly mandolined into these little 1/8 inch rounds here. I'm gonna throw these into our mixture here.
You're more placing them.
Yeah, I'm placing them, you're right. I don't want to throw them too much, but. All right, and we're just gonna move these around a little bit. You just wanna coat them a little bit. This is actually gonna keep them from cooking too quickly, but you also want the great fat from the cream that's in here and the cheese and everything else to incorporate and be completely, mixed up into this when we put it into the cast iron skillet, which then is going to go into our smoker. We've got a Memphis smoker. We got it set at 400 degrees. Okay, you can do this in the oven as well. Also, what I like to do is, right before we're ready to be done with the glazing of the fennel, we're gonna put a little bit of white wine in. Okay, we're just gonna deglaze the pans. I wanna pick up any of the brown bits that are in this cast iron skillet. I don't wanna leave them in there, because I'd be leaving what in there?
Flavor.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of wine, Mark.
Ooh,
yep.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
We're gonna let this reduce until it is almost a glaze on the onions instead of having any liquid in there, and then we'll dump them in, right?
You got it. So Mark has actually perfectly caramelized the fennel and the onions, which we had in there with red tuxedo. We had some fat, which was butter. We had a little olive oil, and we put some wine in.
Can I go in with it?
Yeah, go ahead, man, put it in there. Yeah, we're just gonna mix this around. All of this is gonna go into our mixture now. And you'll see, we're gonna use every ounce of this here in a second. For the rest of my life, if I could eat cheesy, 3 cheese, gooey, awesome, done in the Memphis pellet smoker, finish this thing. I mean, it's got heavy cream, 3 cheeses, thyme,
garlic, fennel, onion, and you know what's cool? I mean, it's super rich with all the cream and the cheese.
But
the 3 chilies and the red tuxedo.
I was just gonna say, cut it, right? Cut it out a little bit.
Yeah, nice little balance to that. Potato game was
On
here, now
point.
it's here.
On
right
point.
up here now.